Once upon a time there was a man named Paul who had everything to be happy, a beautiful family, a good job and a peaceful life. However, he had a secret. He was addicted to drugs. He had started using drugs to deal with stress at work. But it quickly took over his life. He hid his addiction from his family and friends. But he couldn't hide the effects of the drug on his body and mind. One day, Paul was caught with drugs by the police. He was arrested and sentenced to jail. He spent the next few years repenting for his mistakes and trying to get clean. He went to rehab programs and met other people who had similar problems. He was able to kick his addiction and decided to change his life. After his release, Paul decided to dedicate his life to helping others get rid of their addiction. He started a drug rehab center that offered treatment and support programs for people who wanted to get rid of their addiction. He also organized support groups for people coming out of prison who had drug problems. Paul spent years helping people get rid of their addictions. He saved lives and helped many people rebuild their lives. He inspired many people to change their lives for the better. He was happy to see the people he helped get back on their feet. And he was proud of their success. Unfortunately, one day Paul relapsed. He fell back into his old ways and started using drugs again. He lost everything he had built, his family, his job and his reputation. He died alone, disappointed in himself, and wondering how he could have fallen back into this downward spiral. His death was a reminder to all the people he had helped that addiction is a disease that can affect anyone, and that one must be vigilant throughout one's life to avoid falling back into its trap. His death also reminded everyone of the importance of help and support for those struggling with addiction. Despite his relapse, Paul's work continued to inspire people and change lives. The drug rehab center he created continued to operate, helping thousands of people kick their addiction. The support groups he created continued to meet, providing a place of support and comfort for those struggling with addiction. Paul's death was a tragic reminder of how difficult the fight against addiction can be. But it also reminded everyone of the importance of perseverance and determination in overcoming this disease. His life and work have continued to inspire people to fight for a healthy life. And thank you for listening to this story. If you also like to write stories, to narrate them, then do not hesitate